Hey guys, today I'm sharing this fall makeup tutorial with you guys. It is somewhat of a vampy eye and 3 possible lip colors to go along with this look. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, so to begin this look, I'm starting off with the eyes, and I'm taking my MAC Paint Chili Paint Pot to go ahead and prime my eyelids. What this is going to do is going to prolong the eyeshadow to last all day long. It's going to prevent creasing and also going to make the eyeshadows appear more vibrant. So I'm using a big fluffy brush from Sephora to apply this to my lid, but feel free to use your finger because the warmth of your finger will actually get the product on there really smooth, but I just felt like I wanted to use a brush. Next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Stardust palette, and I'm taking the shade Girls Night from this palette. This is an awesome, awesome shade. I love this palette, guys. It is totally up my alley. So I'm taking the shade and placing it into my transition crease area. I am making this shade pretty light and not heavy-handed at all because I want to make it, like I said, a transition. So I don't want it to be super dark. I want to make it light and just have it from outer to inner corner. Just have a nice, pretty gradient fade. And this is going to get us ready for our crease color. Also, keep in mind that if you guys don't have these eyeshadows or these products, you could still achieve this look. To add some definition, taking the shade Double Tap from this palette, which is a pretty plum color, I'm placing it into the outer V and blending it in circular motions. I bring this color back and forth from the outer V to the crease and just kind of keeping it in that general area. I don't really come further out of that outer third, so I'm placing it there and blending it in. When I'm working with darker colors, I think it's super important to blend so there's no harsh lines and it just doesn't look like you just threw the color on there. So I am going back in with a different blending brush, and it's clean of product, and I'm just blending. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going in with a cream shade. This one is Selfie from that palette as well, and it does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, which is going to just kind of reflect the light, and it's also going to make our brow bone have like a little bit of an arch. Now for the center of my lid, I wanted things to pop and look a little bit more foiled, so I'm taking 2 shadows. I'm taking the shade Glissen from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Reezy palette, but I believe you can get those in singles. So I wet my brush and place a little bit of that, as well as the Showgirl shadow in the Vegas May palette, and this color just popped. It's going towards the center of my lid, and I'm blending it into the inner corner, not placing it too far over into the outer corner, so outer third is not coated with this color, but it just makes the most perfect like foiled shade. Next up, I'm using the same shade that I used for my brow bone highlight into my inner corner. This is just going to brighten things up. Then on the lower lash line, I'm taking that same plum color. Then I'm running the Urban Decay Glide On pencil on my inner waterline and lower lash line. So as I would do a normal liner, I'm putting it in the inside and then blending it just a tad on the outer portion of my eye, then going in with a brush and smoking it out. I'm also going to be tight lining, so I'm going to be placing the black on the upper portion of my lid. It looks like it hurts, but I promise it does not. I kind of just squint my eyes a little bit so it helps drag the pencil along, if that makes sense. And that is going to help with lashes when we apply them later, so there's no like seams or anything, you can't see anything, everything just blends together with the black. And then going in with Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liner and doing a wing liner. I'm keeping it pretty thin. Once both my eyes are lined, I'm going in for the face, so I'm taking my matte and poreless Maybelline foundation and my CC cream by It Cosmetics, blending those in together and blending it on my face. And I think that this mixture is really good. It blends in my skin really nicely, and I did moisturize my face previously before doing my foundation because you want to prime your skin. Next, I'm going in with my Lorac concealer, and I'm placing that underneath my eyes. It looks a little yellowy toned, but I promise it gets better as the video goes on. So I'm just putting little lines underneath my eyes and bringing it down into a V motion and bringing it upwards in a V motion so everything looks kind of bright and uplifted. And then to further blend everything out, I'm taking the same brush that I use for foundation with no additional product on it and just blending everything all together. It's super important to go ahead and set the makeup that you place down, especially concealer, so it won't crease on you throughout the day. So I'm taking my Kat Von D contour kit and I'm taking the second shade in the highlighter and I'm placing that underneath my eyes and anywhere where I placed the Lorac concealer as well as my foundation. So I'm just blending this all over my face and just setting everything down. To add some dimension to the face, I'm taking the Lorac palette again and taking the contour shade. I'm using 2 of the shades in that palette and just blending this in the natural contours of my cheeks and my forehead and underneath my jawline and blending it down to my neck, you know, all those areas. I'm not really going for a strong contour or anything. I just want to add some warmth back into my face. To kind of contour my nose, I'm still using this brush, but I'm just pinching the hairs of it to kind of get it a little bit more narrow and just bringing it down the bridge of my nose and kind of rounding off the edge of my nose to make it appear a little bit smaller. And then also bringing it down to my jaw and as well as my neck. So just evenly distributing the bronzer. Next up, I'm taking these lashes from Eyelure, and they are the Vegas Nay collaboration in Easy Elegance. Next, I'm taking some Inglot gel liner just to go ahead and go over the wing that we just did, just so we can, you know, cover up all the seams and just seal our lashes and our liner together. Next, I'm taking the They're Real mascara by Benefit and placing it on my lower lashes for some lashes. Moving back to the face, I am going in with Champagne Pop highlighter and highlighting my cheekbones as well as my nose and Cupid's bow to, you know, bring that glow to the face. I've been obsessed with highlighter lately, guys. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just want to bathe in highlighter. It's just amazing. I love the look that it gives. Sometimes I can go a little bit crazy with it, and I don't really care because it is awesome. But yeah, I love highlighter. So I'm bringing it to my temples as well, in the center of my forehead. Just wherever the light would hit is where you want to have this. Make it look like you're glowing from within, and it's gorgeous. So I'm placing that everywhere. Alright, so now that the face is all completed, we can move on to our lip options. Here I have the Gerard Cosmetics shade in 1995. This is a gorgeous lipstick for fall. I love it. It goes really nice with this look. So I'm just applying this to my lips a few times just so I have a nice coat. And this really complements the eyes, I feel. I love this shade for every skin tone. I think it's gorgeous. So this is the first option that you guys could rock. But then if you guys want to be a little bit more neutral tone like I like to be, you can use MAC Blankety or any type of nude lipstick. So that's the one that I am using. And then putting Anastasia Milkshake right on top of it into the center and blending it out. I only put a little bit just so the color pops a little bit, if that makes sense. And then placing highlighter like usual. And then this is the completed look for that. I think it complements the eyes really well. But if you really want to spice things up, go ahead and take that lip color off and apply a vampy lip. So I'm using MAC Nightmoth liner and doing this all over my entire lips. I'm just using this one product and it is gorgeous. You can really work up the color that you want it to be. If you want it to be a light shade of a, you know, darky, vampy color, then you can keep it as a berry. But if you want it to be super dark, you just have to press on that liner and you will get there. So I love this shade. It is new for me and I love it. So I'm just applying this. You want to be really careful when you use dark colors on your lips so it doesn't bleed, and you just got to be careful where you apply it. I think it is a gorgeous color. Alright, so that completes this makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it somewhat helpful for this fall time. I think that's all that I have to say. So until next time, I will catch you in my next video. Bye!